Diving headfirst into Frenship athletics. You're listening to the Tiger Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app.
Welcome back to the High School Fan Zone. Happy Wednesday night to you. Thank you for making us a part of your Wednesday evening. I'm Clint Scott, in for Randy Rosetta tonight. Appreciate everything he did to help me set up. We'll go to the Tiger Fan Zone, and we get to talk more playoff baseball. Head coach Chad Reynolds is here. Coach, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Clint, thanks for having me. Good to be here.
Fun time. Obviously, you guys are about to take on not the Coronado we just talked about, but El Paso Coronado, the Thunderbirds. Great mascot, but it's a fun time of year. And I asked this to Coach Bibb. You know, you guys are, as a program, are used to this, but still, when you're going into playoff week, is there a different pep in the step of the players and the staff, or?
You know, that's a good question. We've tried not to let there be, just because, you know, it's just the same. You know, we play a 3-game series every weekend, or Thursday, Friday, and so we're doing the same thing this weekend. And so we kind of, you know, we want them to be excited because it is the playoffs. But hey, it's just the same thing we've been doing all year, and so just show up and don't do anything different.
Sure. Do you like you guys at the 6A level? To me, when it comes to playoffs, are a little bit fortunate because you don't have to change up much as far as here's your 3-game series, and you, for the most teams, have figured out their arms and lineups. But do you view anything differently there?
No, I think that series we've been doing is great because we have had to develop a pitching staff. 3 starters plus bullpen guys, and we set it up the way like that to help our district in the playoffs, and so it's been really good. We feel good about our pitching staff. We feel like we've got 3 quality starters that'll give us a lot of innings, and we've got a lot of relievers that have had come in and had big innings, big outings for us this year.
You guys are going to Monahans. We were talking about this before we went on. Certainly not an unfamiliar place for you guys to meet up there in Monahans. Is there any advantage of going to a neutral site place like that where you do have familiarity?
Well, I think there's got to be. Our kids are familiar with it, and they're familiar with winning there, and so they expect to win. But we've been there, I think, maybe 5 years in a row, and. We haven't won every game there, but I think we've won every series. So it's a place where our guys feel good. And when they found out they were playing at Monahans, I'm not even sure our kids realize that there are other places that we could go the first round. They may just think, hey, that's the first round. We go to Monahans. So I don't know. I guess I hadn't thought about that, but they do. They are comfortable there.
Yeah, this is probably looking too far ahead, but next year when we're talking about this, you maybe throw some of those juniors and sophomores you have right now for a loop, because I wouldn't venture to guess you'd be headed to Monahans, but who knows? Who knows?
Maybe the second round, if we can get that far, we go to Monahans.
Yeah, I know you guys have been there a long time because Choice can tell me all of the best restaurants in Monahans.
Choice, he's got out those restaurants. Heck yeah.
You mentioned having you guys have the pitching staff that you guys have been able to lean on. Choice, Randy, or anybody that has been able to watch has been able to talk about how good the offense has been for you guys. But for you, just how does this team kind of line up for some? Let's just look in like the past 5 years on the district streak you guys are on.
Well, we've had some really good hitters come through here, and I will put some of these guys in this lineup with anybody that we've had. And the thing that's different about this offensive lineup is it's a deep lineup. It's a long lineup. And, it seems like there's been different guys all year getting it done. And, it's just we've done it in different ways. We've done it with the home run. We've done it with guys just having quality contact, quality at bats, and driving runs in with a runner at third, less than 2 outs. Just quality at bats. Our guys have bought into that, and not trying to do too much. And it's just that stuff gets contagious. And when we get it going, those guys. They get it going together, and it's been a fun year so far.
We're looking forward to what the postseason is going to hold for you guys. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll talk more about that postseason. Also talk about what I think is a definitive tiebreaker in the district, but it's just me. They don't really ask me. We'll get to that next. It's the Tiger Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score. Back with more next.
Your inside look into Frenship sports. This is the Tiger Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app.
Welcome back to the Tiger Fan Zone on 100.7 The Score. Thank you for joining us for a Wednesday night edition. Talking with Coach Reynolds here. It is playoff time. Tigers taking on El Paso Coronado. And this will start tomorrow. So you'll wrap up here, and then you can really start thinking about a doubleheader. If you haven't heard, we've had plenty of movement on the playoff baseball schedule. Tigers, one of those teams that have seen some changes. You guys will have a doubleheader tomorrow, and then if needed, Game 3 will be on Friday. Choice Woodman on the call, Sunny 97.7. Make sure to check that out and tune in over there. But Coach, let's talk about the district championship. So you get a share again. You share it with Midland. You win the series. I won't start too many fires. Seems like if you win the series, you should know who really won the district. But, when you're talking about preseason goals, how much do you guys talk about, like, openly, hey, we want to go win a district championship, we want a playoff run, maybe we want to win this pre-district tournament or classic? How much do you guys talk about, like, isolated goals?
Well, the tournament season, we want to play good. And but when we get to district, we talk about, hey, we want to win a district championship. And that's one of our goals. And then you do that, and then you get to the playoffs, and hey, we want to play as long as we can play, and win as many series as we can. And hopefully that's that's in June in Round Rock. That's our goal. And but yeah, we talk about it. We talk about especially that district championship, and we had one slip up. And so it forced a, I guess, record-wise tie with Midland High. But, again, we won 2 out of 3 from them. And so, they're a good team. They're a really good team. And so we felt really good winning 2 out of 3 from them. And kind of caught them at the right time. And so we're going in as the 1 seed and excited to start a playoff run, hopefully.
Yeah, how much do you – obviously you guys are focused on the Frenship Tigers, but do you keep up with during the playoffs some of your like district teams like that are going off on their own runs? Or
Sure, yeah, absolutely. We want our district to do well. Yeah. We do. We don't like each other when we're playing, but we want everybody to do well. When we're not playing, we had our district meeting yesterday, and it's a good group of coaches. Everybody gets along.
That's good. You don't always find that.
No, you don't. But it's a good group.
You're going to be in a really fun group of coaches that we're all familiar with next year.
That's
but
right.
We got time to talk about that. You've got some talked about the talent on this team. You've got some guys that have also been around varsity baseball for a while, like Nick Mendoza's and Ryan Mongelli's. How much do you lean on guys like that here in the playoffs to kind of self-lead the team?
Well, they're going to be really important to us. The calmness and the level of focus that they have, and just being able to show an example of getting ready to play. And hopefully our young guys will follow their lead. But we do have some experienced guys, but we also have some new guys to the playoffs. But we do have it's a good mix. It's a good mix, and really most of the guys that will be on the field have experienced it, and but there are a few, and so the first series is tough. And El Paso Coronado is a good team. They had some guys injured. They've got 21 wins on the season, so it's going to be a tough first round matchup. So, but we're looking forward to it. Our guys are excited and ready to go.
What specifically stands out to you about the Thunderbirds?
They've got some hitters. They got a couple of big guns in the lineup that we're going to need to be careful with, and I think they're pretty consistent on the mound, and so. They're a good team. Coach Orozco's been there a long time. I believe the last time we played them in the first round, I know it was Ivan Melendez. He ended our season. He hit a walk-off in game 2, a game we thought we should have won.
It's too bad he didn't go on to do anything else.
Yeah, he had a pretty good career. But, yeah, Coach Orozco has been there a long time, does a really good job with those guys.
Coach, good luck. Appreciate you coming on tonight, and we're looking forward to the postseason run.
Thanks a bunch for having me.
This has been the Tiger Fan Zone. That was head coach Chad Reynolds. You can hear them starting tomorrow, doubleheader, 2:30, sunny 97.7. For us here in the High School Fan Zone, we'll keep rolling on. It's Lubbock Cooper's turn next here on 100.7 The Score.